That's good enough. Let's do step 5.
Okay.
Because step 5 is, we're going to spend here maybe 8 to 10 minutes here on step 5, and then we're going to get you guys out of here, okay? So step 5 is about strategic fasting for cellular health, and I've mentioned it, the overnight fasting. Overnight fasting is really what I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about prolonged fasting, 3-day fasting necessarily. I'm not talking about 7-day fasting necessarily. I'm talking about fasting for health, and so I'm going to give you some time frames in which fasting for health actually kicks in, all right? And starting with the overnight fast, but I would love to see you, if you could do it, get to 16 to 18 hours. If you could get to 16 or 18 hours where you have a 6 to 8 hour window where you're feeding, this is going to be a place where now the science is going to show this, okay? And this is a Nobel Prize science for physiology in 2016 by Dr. Yoshinori Osumi. Okay, Yoshinori Osumi found the underlying mechanisms to how cells recycle their own damaged components, like damaged mitochondria, like we talked about, folded proteins, okay? I'm not going to go into more science than that, but this is not my opinion. This is now a man has won a Nobel Prize for this science and what I'm about to explain. And you can go look up the Nobel Prize for Physiology of Medicine in 2016 as Dr. Osumi puts it. Okay, it's on the internet. Just Google it. Actually, Chelsea, pull up this screen right here. Here's the summary of it. Okay, this year's Nobel laureate discovered the elucidated mechanisms underlying autophagy, a fundamental process for degrading and recycling cellular components. What this is saying is that when you fast, not only do you control your glucose, not only do you control your calories, but you start to control health at a cellular level. So step 5 is strategic fasting for cellular health, okay? Exercise and fasting are the two things that will kickstart autophagy, okay? You now know what it is. It's the cellular cleanup process. You're getting rid of old damaged cells. It's the cells cleaning themselves. So let's just go in, get right to the point here, and let's go into when autophagy begins, why I say that if you can get to a 16 to 18 hour window, or you don't necessarily fast at all outside of an overnight fast, and then you can do 3 days per month or per quarter or per year. You're going to be producing health in your body, okay? You should not do this if you're pregnant. You should not do this if you're a child. You should not do this if you have a chronic disease like cancer, because autophagy can also heal cancer cells and promote cancer if you already are diagnosed with it. That's an important call out to the study. Okay? It's a very important call out. I don't want to talk about this unless saying that. This recommendation comes from this science, and it's for healthy adults. It's for healthy adults, not pregnant, not in a state of disease. Healthy adults trying to get healthy, trying to live their best life, which is the vast majority of us. Okay. So autophagy begins, the cellular process begins after you don't feed your body food for 16 hours, okay?
And that means you only, drink-wise, is only, you said black coffee, green tea.
No calories.
No calories.
Just think about it that way. No calories.
Is...
No calories or no calorie-mimicking food.
Okay.
Like stevia.
Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Okay? No calories or calorie-mimicking food.
Okay.
So basically water, you must have electrolytes, and you can drink black coffee, green tea. That's basically it.
Okay.
So autophagy begins at 16 to 24 hours, depending on your metabolic health, depending on your metabolic flexibility. By day 2, glycogen's depleted, your insulin is regulated, it's low, your ketones are going to rise, and the signaling for the intensity of the cellular repair starts to begin. 3 to 5 is when it's most active. Day 3 to day 5 is when it's most active, and the job is basically done at 5 days. There's no point from a cellular health perspective to go longer than 5 days from a purely cellular health autophagy standpoint.
And that's saying fast for 5 days?
That is saying if you are somebody who wants to maximize your body's. You want to get rid of the damaged mitochondria, the folded protein. You want to rid your body of the body's waste.
Yeah.
You want to get rid of precancerous, pretumorous cells.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, the best way that we know how to do that is through fasting and exercising. The fast portion of it starts at about 16 hours and maximizes at 5 days.
Okay.
But the height of it is day 3 to day 5.
So I have a question.
Yes.
What if I half-assed this? So what
then you won't be in autophagy much at all. There's autophagy as a scale. You can be in mild autophagy even in an overnight fast. You can be in mild autophagy, but you're not gonna get to the point where your body is rid of its damaged proteins where the cells completely clean out and replace themselves. The job isn't going to be done. It's kind of like you take out the trash, but you only take out the trash in like half the house.
Mm-hmm.
You still have trash bags in the other rooms in the house.
Got it.
Because you didn't have enough time to take out the trash.
Okay.
That type of thing.
Okay.
Or you can think about it as like, I start to pick from the trash and take it one thing at a time and put it in the wastebasket that the waste management's going to take away.
Yeah.
But I don't get all the way down to the bottom and I still have trash left.
Okay. So it still does something, but just not the most effective.
I'm talking about if you want to maximize health.
Okay.
I'm talking about clean out yourself.
Okay.
This is the reason why I do 1 5-day to 7-day fast annually.
Okay.
So I go overnight and then I'll do 1 annual. But you don't want to get crazy with, like, there's a lot of, you got to be caution. You got to work with caution here if you're going to think about fasting, okay? So again, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a PhD. All I'm doing is being the interpreter of the science from a Nobel laureate who found autophagomes, who are with the underlying mechanisms to autophagy, autophagomes, are the mechanism in which folded mitochondria and or damaged mitochondria and folded proteins are removed from the body, and you literally can make yourself younger at a cellular health level by fasting strategically and exercise. So if you did this, if you overnight fasted every night, you're going to be in some mild autophagy.
Okay.
If you took 1 time a year, 1 time a quarter, or 1 time a month to go for 3 to 5 days, water, electrolytes, black coffee, green tea, you're not fasting because you want to look good, right? You might even lose a little bit of muscle mass during this time.
Yeah.
But we're talking about health span on this podcast.
Yeah.
How long can
like a
you
reset.
live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not talking, you might lose a little bit of muscle mass.
Yeah. But you're resetting you're cleaning out your body. It's a cleanse.
It is
but it's like a good cleanse.
Truest form of a reset.
Yeah.
Truest form of a reset.
Can you, as I replenish electrolytes, like, is that something that I could have?
100%.
Okay.
100%. When I did my 7-day this last year, did it 1 time. I got to day 3 and 5, felt really, really good. Day 6 felt okay. Day 7, hey, it's time to eat again.
Yeah.
It's time to, And so this is a sensitive subject here.
Yeah.
Because fasting can also be confused with starvation. We did a fasting episode, Chelsea, didn't we? Can you talk about that one?
Yeah, we did. We talked about the different types of fasting, how you can do it safely, and really a lot what you talked about today about how that 12-hour fast overnight is the best way to start.
Start there. I think every human should do a 12. I'll reiterate this. If you're somebody with a strong mindset, you should go 12 at least overnight. 1 time a month, you should think about a 3-day fast.
I kind of want to do it now.
I think you should try it and see how you feel.
I think I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'll report back.
And watch your inflammation too. We talked about inflammation being the underlying foundation to all chronic disease. Watch how your inflammation just basically goes away. Like you will feel so good and light.
I hate feeling the bloatiness, so like sign me up.
All right. So that's it.